I'm going to explain to you how we are different in the market. So what is the problem that we are trying to solve is pretty much like this, right? Um, there is a bit of a security event explosion. There is a 4x growth of security events that is being seen by the security experts or SOC, security operation centers. So, as per the Cisco report, and it's projected to grow a bit exponentially. The second problem that typically enterprise faces are the threat intelligence is not with them. So whatever the analytics they try to do, they don't have a threat intelligence to know or classify the threats, whether it is a threat or not threat. So they have to crowdsource it from somewhere else. They have to use the tools. They have to do a lot of integrations. All those pain points are there. And the third thing is, even if they get all the best threat intelligence that they can, it's kind of a little bit of a manual process. You have to, it's a little bit offline. It's built on the rules engine. All those pain points are there in the kind of security operation. This all leads to a problem, what we call you are not in a position to detect the threats in real time. So this is how the typical SOC operations looks like today. So basically what they do is they crowdsource a lot of data, logs from everywhere, and there is an analysis team which works on all these incidents and tries to tell you whether it is a serious incident or non-serious incident, and they keep on doing day in and day out. And CSO is assisted by a team of analysts who day in and day out try to give them a report, analyze the incidences, dig deeper into this thing, go through all the tool sets that they have in their disposal to analyze and diagnose and see whether this is a real threat or not. So this is it's a pretty standard process. It's been there for quite some time, but the problem with this process is it really takes 192 days to detect the threats if there is any intrusion. So this is the problem that we want to tackle. We want to simplify it. We want to make sure that how we can simplify the whole process of security operations on the public cloud, hybrid cloud, on-prem cloud, all three clouds. So this is what our solution is. Our solution is we have built a real-time pipeline which can crowdsource all the logs that enterprise can see or enterprise can aggregate, and we have built an AI pipeline which will analyze all the logs in real time and try to classify whether it is a threat or a non-threat in a kind of a real time instantaneously. So it pretty much removes all the manual effort that is necessary for you to run these SOC operations. All you have to do is a CSO can just log into the dashboard and look at it and look at the threats that he sees and start taking the actionable responses. So that's the platform that we have built in, and it's pretty much an end-to-end automation platform. Nobody has to touch in between. So now the question is, typically the SOC operations pretty much today is being done by a DevOps, a team of people who put together a ELK stack, put together a logstash forwarder, put together some kind of log forwarder plus an ELK stack put together. So we kind of thought that that's kind of not it's kind of a stupid idea in the cloud space. So everybody has to do the same ELK stack, even though they can do the ELK stack, they really do not know what to do with that ELK stack. So that's a bummer, and that's where they all end giving up their effort to do this ELK stack. So what we have done is we kind of have analyzed. Our product is not built on ELK stack. We kind of built on a cloud native stack, so it can scale massively. So all you have to do is you can launch this product in just 10 minutes. All you have to do is just click. Your entire SOC is up in 10 minutes, no matter how many servers you have. Whether you have 100,000, 10,000, no matter what it is, we can scale it in 10 minutes. That is the technology that we have built in. So what is the differentiator here, right? The differentiator here is we have built a multi-tenant log aggregation framework that can capable of sharing threats, that can capable of understanding threats, that is capable of learning from the threats that they see. So we have built an abstraction layer that is called Cloud Native SOC AI that is going to sit and help you to diagnose all the threats and intercept all the threats and try to share the threats instantaneously across every customer who's there on the platform. For example, if a customer like Credit Karma sees a threat, then every fintech customer would be able to see the threat and will be able to defend that against those threats. So that is the abstraction layer that we have built. It's built across the cloud. It's built across the enterprise. It's built across cloud and private data center as well. So that is the technology that we have been working on, and that is the core differentiator. This is not available in the market. Splunk cannot do it. Alienwall cannot do it. FireEye, no. Everybody are stuck in that some of enterprise mode. There is not a cloud native AI built in any product. So that is the core differentiator that we have built in. So how do we do that? How do we stand in terms of competitive landscape? As I said, we stand out in these two quadrants: one, real-time actionable intelligence, and threat intelligence sharing. As I said, that is the core abstraction layer that we have built in. If you see it from that point of view, we kind of stand out from the rest of it. Splunk, it takes a team to deliver you the security posture. FireEye, you need an expensive tool to analyze your thing, and you have to integrate it manually, all those things. We have pretty much removed all these things. All you have to do is just click it. SOC is there. SOC as a SaaS is available for you. All it does is it aggregates it. It tells you whether you see a threat or you don't see a threat. We ran through a lot of testings. We ran through a lot of simulations. We found out that we are almost close to 99% accurate. We will be, as I said, we will be improving a lot as we keep scaling this product. So that is the biggest value proposition we try to bring to the table. You don't need a SOC team to manage your SOC. It's just, you just launch it. That's it. It is there on as autonomous mode. You don't have to worry about it. Now, let me jump on to a couple of case studies that I want to present today with two customers. One is the NxtGen customer, who is a tier 3 data center, and they roughly have 400 customers, including some of the financial banking customers. So the biggest problem that they were facing is, now for 200 customers, if they have to launch a SOC, it takes 6 months, and it takes a team of people, and they have to license 200 licenses and launch a SOC. So that is pretty much not a way to go do this thing. And even if they do all these things, this old problem remains. What about the threat intelligence? Who is going to bring in and try to tell you whether it's a threat or not a threat? So that is the solution that we provided. All we did is we did a cloud native infrastructure in the data center, and we launched a SOC. And once you establish the core piece of it, you could launch to 200 customers in just 10 minutes. So our AI would be in a position to classify the threats and non-threats, and the entire SOC process is completely automated. So that is the solution we provided using StegoSOC. The results were, you can deploy StegoSOC we deployed it for 2 customers in 10 minutes. We can deploy to 200 customers in 10 minutes. That's a different sales cycle that we are taking. We are following it through. Similarly, the 100% of security events were classified as threats or non-threats. So no human has to go and take a look at it and say that, yeah, this is a threat, this is not a threat. So that is the biggest value add. And 100% SOC automation is achieved. So that's it. You have the entire SOC given it to you without anybody touching end to end. So that is one of the biggest use case that we came across in the tier 2, tier 3 data centers, even for that matter, private data center, hybrid data center. Then there's another fintech customer. The fintech customer is a flexi loan. They have a average size customer. They have few servers on AWS. The biggest problem that any fintech customers face on AWS is they don't have a security experts to deploy it, install it, and manage it. So and they could not hire a proper security expert. So what they did is they just purchased our product, and the product was in a position to deliver what a SOC or what a security expert would deliver. That is, it automated the end-to-end of threat detection, and no human is involved in classifying the threats or aggregating the threats, all those stuff. So the CSO, all they need is a CSO just takes a look at the security posture every day, and that's it. If they think there's a threat, they can escalate it, they can ask for a support, all those kinds of stuffs are possible. So 100% automation is achieved, no manual effort to correlate and classify threats. That's it. So this is the two case studies that we want to present it to you today, which you can repeat it in every customer place. This is a story that repeats in every SOC operations. So this is the success stories that you can go and share it to our customer, and they are all referenceable customers. If a customer wants to talk to them, we can bring them online, and we can talk to them, and we can help them to understand how StegoSOC can help them to achieve the productivity they wanted to achieve. So these are all the, as I said, these are the two successful use customer case studies. We are happy to get into more details as the question pops up. Again, this is kind of our go-to-market plan. So we are focusing more on the fintech. Fintech are the customers who really, mid-cap fintech customers are the customers who really understand what a SOC is and why they need a SOC. So I don't have to go and sell it to them. They use one way or the other. Either they use a Splunk, they use a Alienware, some various pieces of tool set they use. So when they see this as an alternative, and they pretty much keep 2 or 3 people to analyze the logs and try to help the CSO to understand the security posture. So when they see this tool, it was a natural fit for them. I don't have to go and explain to them. All they do is, okay, come, let's deploy. It's a SaaS product. It gets deployed in 10 minutes. And they can do a POC in 2 to 3 days for the entire infrastructure, and we babysit with them for 2 weeks, make sure that everything looks fine for them. And that's the 2 weeks period is basically a trial period. Once we finish the trial period, they get converted into a paying customer. So that's it. It's very simple. So prospect the customer, qualify them, convert them, and let's do a demo or a POC, and then it's up and running. And then there'll be a customer success team that will help them to take it from there. So that's our focus, and the personas are basically CSO, particularly for a large enterprise, particularly fintech enterprise, typically have some kind of CSOs. And if not a CSO, then it's a CTO. So those two are our people who are going to sign our check, who are going to be the personas that we should be talking to. And the influencers are DevOps, DevSecOps, those are all the technical people who are going to influence our decision. So for them, we have kind of made it very, very simple. At a click of a button, all they have to do is just click it and watch the logs getting aggregated. So if you ask any DevOps guy, they will tell you that, oh my goodness, this is going to save them. First thing is to more than 6 months to 1 year worth of effort in standing up this kind of infrastructure. Not only that, even if they spend 1 year, they will not have the AI capabilities. That is the capability that we have built. That is the core differentiator that we try to bring in. So right now we are focused on selling directly to our customers, but the channel partner is on the cards. We are slowly working with tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 data centers to deploy this product and try to scale it. Again, the pricing is $99 per server per month. This is kind of now the question is, what if there is a high usage server, low usage server, and all those stuff? Yes, this is something that if I roll it up, it comes to do that thing. There is some real-time chargebacks for the AWS. We'll be working with them to understand what the utilization, how the utilization looks like, and how we can optimize their cost as well. So that's another piece of the thing that we will be utilizing as a part of our support. So that's our pricing model, and that's our business model. So direct sales or channel partner, focusing on fintechs, banks. I'm happy to take any healthcare, governments, whoever it is. But it is very easy, at least in the initial phases, we found that fintech is the sweet spot for us. We are happy to work with any customer who's interested in working with the cybersecurity thing. So anyway, this is kind of our pipeline. We have closed a couple of deals. I wanted to see how we can close a couple more deals. If any of you has the leads into these enterprises, if you want, or we can think it of as like a fintech 250 customers, insurance tech 250 customers, community banks who are running their infrastructure on AWS. Anybody who runs on AWS and who spends more than 100K per month on the cloud subscription bill are the ideal customer for us. Not necessarily on AWS, it can be GCA, it can be Azure. We cover all three infrastructures. So anybody who spends more than 100K is a good prospect for us, and we can go after them, and they understand the value of it. So probably I will briefly stop here, and I think I briefly covered as much as I wanted to talk to you guys today. If there is any questions, I'll take it. If not, I'm look forward to working with you. Probably I'll pause it for here, and let's take some questions from here.
Thank you very much, Balaji. I'm going to unmute everyone, just Michael, Raj, Theo. If you have any question, this is the right time to do it. And I'll check the chat box. Well, while you think if you have any question, I just remind you that if you're interested in this opportunity, you can go to swarmcells.com and use the search box and type StegoSOC. There you are going to find the information that you need. You can also pause your opportunity and send messages to Balaji. If you have any question, you can also send an email to me. It's camila@swarmcells.com. So, is there any question?
No, not at this time.
Well, Balaji,
No.
thank you very much for this presentation. Is there anything else you want to add?
I think this was great. I hope I could able to be clear, and I hope I could able to share the customer success stories, and I hope I could able to share the differentiation of our product. I think that's the most important thing. So from here, we can see how we can go from there.
Okay, thank you very much for your time for this presentation. I will send you this recording if you need, and I will also upload it to your profile.
Good.
So thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you, Camila. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you all.